Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at something so beautiful, so mesmerizing, that it felt impossible for it to be dangerous? Something that seemed like pure perfection, but hid a dark, twisted history underneath its surface. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is not just a story about a diamond. It's a story about death, misfortune, betrayal, and a curse that has spanned centuries. This is the real and chilling tale of the Hope Diamond, the jewel that ruined lives. And before we dive deeper into this story of greed, obsession, and supernatural terror, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button right now so this video can reach more people who love dark history and real cursed legends. Leave a comment sharing your thoughts or telling me if you've ever felt uneasy near an object. And most importantly, check the link in the pinned comment. There's something there that might just change your life in ways you never expected. Now, let's go back to where it all started. Long before it was known as the Hope Diamond, this infamous gem had another name and an even darker reputation. The diamond was originally part of a massive blue stone mined in the Collier mines in India. Legends say it was once the eye of a Hindu idol, sacred and never meant to be touched by human hands. The man who first took it was said to be a French merchant named Jean-Baptiste Tavernier. He supposedly stole the diamond from the idol, and that was the moment the curse was unleashed. Tavernier brought the diamond back to France, hoping to sell it for a fortune, and he did, but his luck didn't last. Historical records suggest that Tavernier died of fever during a journey, but the darker version of the story claims something far more gruesome. Some say he was torn apart by wild dogs in Russia as punishment for stealing the sacred gem. Whether that part is true or not, it didn't take long for the diamond to move on to its next victim. The diamond ended up in the hands of King Louis XIV of France, who had it recut and transformed into a smaller but still stunning gem. Soon called the French Blue, it became part of the royal collection, worn by the king himself during important ceremonies. But anyone familiar with European history knows what happened next. Louis XIV suffered personal tragedies, losing multiple children at young ages. His court was plagued by political turmoil. His successor, Louis XV, didn't fare much better, and by the time Louis XVI came into power, the curse seemed unstoppable. Louis XVI and his queen, Marie Antoinette, wore the diamond at public events, flaunting their royal wealth. But we all know how their story ended. The French Revolution erupted, and both the king and queen were executed by guillotine. Some believed their downfall was political. Others whispered that the curse of the French Blue had finally claimed them. During the chaos of the revolution, the diamond disappeared. For years, its whereabouts were unknown, but the curse didn't rest. It was as if the diamond still had work to do. Decades later, the diamond resurfaced in London, in the hands of a diamond merchant named Daniel Aliaston. The stone had been recut again, making it slightly smaller, but even more brilliant. This was when it took on the name that would stick for centuries, the Hope Diamond. It was purchased by the Hope family, wealthy bankers who displayed the gem as part of their luxurious collection. But the Hopes weren't immune to the darkness attached to the stone. Henry Philip Hope died young, and the family's fortune began to decline. Later generations suffered financial ruin, bankruptcy, and personal tragedies. One family member reportedly died under mysterious circumstances. Another went mad. The diamond seemed determined to drag down everyone who possessed it. From there, the Hope Diamond passed through a series of owners, each with their own misfortunes. One was a French socialite named Jacques Collet, who fell into madness and later took his own life. Another was a Turkish sultan, Abdul Hamid II, whose reign was marked by political unrest, violence, and exile. One of the most infamous owners was Evelyn Walsh McLean, an American mining heiress known for her extravagant lifestyle, an obsession with the Hope Diamond. She wore the gem at parties, enjoying the attention it brought. But her life soon unraveled in horrifying ways. Her young son was struck and killed in a car accident. Her daughter died of an overdose in her early 20s. Her husband was declared insane and confined to a mental institution before dying. Evelyn herself suffered from depression and financial collapse before her own death. She had once joked that she didn't believe in the curse. But by the time she passed away, no one was laughing. After her death, the Hope Diamond was sold to Harry Winston, a New York jeweler who owned some of the world's most famous gemstones. Winston displayed the diamond publicly for a while, almost as if daring the curse to strike him too. But unlike the others, he didn't hold on to it for long. In a decision that shocked many, Winston donated the Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. in 1958. How he delivered it became part of the legend. He mailed it. That's right. The most infamous cursed diamond in history was sent through the United States Postal Service in a simple brown paper package, insured for a mere few dollars. The Smithsonian received it safely, but the curse wasn't finished. The mailman who delivered the package reportedly had an accident shortly after. Small misfortunes seemed to follow the diamond even after it arrived at the museum. Today, the Hope Diamond sits behind bulletproof glass at the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History. Millions visit it every year, staring at its deep blue brilliance, taking selfies, and wondering if the stories are true. Is the curse real? Or is it just coincidence mixed with a heavy dose of human imagination? Some scientists point out that all the owners were wealthy, high-profile people, already prone to scandal and tragedy simply because of their lifestyles. Others believe that the long timeline of history makes it inevitable that bad luck would strike someone, eventually. But those explanations don't stop visitors from feeling uneasy when they stand in front of the display. Some report feeling cold. Others say their cameras malfunction when they try to take photos. A few even claim to feel watched, as if something unseen lingers around the jewel. There's something about the Hope Diamond that stares back at you, a beauty so intense it feels almost unnatural. A reminder that not everything that sparkles brings happiness. Some treasures come with a cost, and this is just the beginning. In the next part of this video, we're going to dive deeper into more chilling tales of the curse, the mysterious deaths, the strange accidents, and the psychological grip this diamond seems to have on anyone who gets too close. Before you go, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the curse is real? Have you ever felt uneasy around an object before? I want to hear your stories. And don't forget to check the link in the pinned comment. There's something there waiting for you. A chance to transform your life in ways you never imagined. Don't miss it. Now, get ready for part 2. Things are about to get even darker. Welcome back to the chilling true story of the Hope Diamond. If you haven't seen the first part, make sure you go back and watch it, because things are only going to get darker from here. So where were we? Ah yes, the Hope Diamond was now sitting behind protective glass at the Smithsonian, safe, visible to the public, admired by millions. But was it really safe? Or had the curse simply found new ways to reach people? Over the years, even after the diamond's arrival at the museum, strange incidents continued to surround it. Museum employees reported experiencing unexplained technical failures around the display. Security systems malfunctioned without clear cause. Tourists sometimes felt sudden waves of nausea or anxiety when standing too close. One chilling story that often makes the rounds among Smithsonian staff is that of a photographer who was assigned to take promotional pictures of the Hope Diamond for a magazine. The camera equipment failed multiple times that day. Lenses cracked, batteries drained almost instantly, and when the photographer finally managed to get a few shots, the developed images were blurred beyond recognition. The photographer later said it felt like something, or someone, didn't want to be photographed. There's also the case of a Smithsonian curator who worked closely with the diamond's exhibit. Shortly after taking on responsibility for the gem, she was involved in a serious car accident. Though she survived, she couldn't shake the feeling that the diamond had somehow played a role. Over the years, other staff members also reported a lingering sense of dread when working near the jewel, often joking nervously about the curse, but never completely dismissing it. And then there are the countless stories from visitors. Some claim their phones glitch out, or batteries suddenly die as soon as they approach the display. Others describe an overwhelming pressure in the chest, like the air itself turns heavy. A few have even fainted while standing too close to the glass. Skeptics say all of this is just mass hysteria, the power of suggestion at work. After all, when you walk up to an object that the world labels cursed, your mind is already halfway, convinced something strange might happen. But believers argue that the curse is real and that the Hope Diamond's malevolent energy affects people in unpredictable ways. The Smithsonian, for its part, officially denies any supernatural connection. They displayed the diamond as a prized historical artifact, focusing on its geological significance, its journey through history, and its mesmerizing blue fluorescence under ultraviolet light. But even the Smithsonian can't completely ignore the legends. In fact, the curse has become part of the diamond's marketing. It draws tourists. It sparks conversation. It keeps the story alive. Let's take a step back and look at the psychological impact of this curse. Humans have always had a fascination with cursed objects. There's something deeply unsettling about the idea that an inanimate thing can hold power over life and death. The Hope Diamond represents that fear perfectly. It's beautiful, rare, and valuable, and yet it's tainted. People stare at it with both admiration and dread. It challenges the idea that we control our own fates. For those who have studied the diamond up close, there's another layer to the fear. The color of the Hope Diamond is unlike almost anything else in the world. Its deep, almost hypnotic blue shifts in the light, pulling your gaze in and holding it. Scientists say this is due to trace amounts of boron trapped inside the stone during its formation billions of years ago. But for those who believe in the curse, the glow is something more sinister. It feels alive, watching, waiting. Many have wondered if the curse could ever be broken. Over the years, spiritual leaders, psychics, and even paranormal investigators have speculated about ways to cleanse the diamond of its dark energy. Some suggested that returning it to its original resting place in India could lift the curse. Others believed that it would require a powerful ritual or even a blood sacrifice to appease whatever force is attached to it. But of course, none of that has happened. The Hope Diamond remains exactly where it is, waiting for the next chapter in its story. Let's not forget the strange coincidence surrounding the diamond's arrival at the Smithsonian. The mailman who delivered the package, James Todd, reportedly suffered a series of misfortunes after handling the diamond. Shortly after making the delivery, he was involved in a car accident that injured his leg. He later experienced a house, fire, and even more financial trouble. Was it just bad luck? Or did the diamond claim another victim? Then there's the story of Lord Francis Hope, one of the earlier owners of the diamond. After inheriting the gem, he experienced financial disaster, personal ruin, and scandal. He was eventually forced to sell the diamond just to stay afloat. His story echoes the fates of so many others who dared to own the jewel. Wealth followed by collapse, love followed by tragedy, fame followed by destruction. Even Evelyn Walsh McLean, who once tried to break the curse by using the diamond as a good luck charm, couldn't escape its shadow. She let her dog wear the diamond around its neck for laughs during parties. She brought it out as a party trick to entertain guests. But deep down, many believe she felt the growing darkness around her family. Her son's tragic accident, her daughter's untimely death, her husband's descent into madness. It all became too much. Evelyn herself died in deep depression, almost forgotten by the high society she once dazzled. As for Harry Winston, the man who gave the diamond to the Smithsonian. Some say he was the only one clever enough to get rid of the curse without consequence. By donating the diamond, he may have avoided whatever fate awaited him. Some even speculate that he knew more than he let on, that he was fully aware of the diamond's dark past but chose to stay quiet, making the donation seem like an act of generosity rather than desperation. Now, standing in front of the Hope Diamond today, one has to wonder, does the curse still linger? Is it dormant, or merely patient? Does it watch each new face that approaches, each camera lens, each curious tourist? Does it wait for the next person to get too close, to mock its history, or to dare to touch it? There have been no major tragedies linked directly to the diamond in recent years. But those who believe in the supernatural will tell you this: curses don't always work quickly. Sometimes they wait. Sometimes they let you think you're safe until you're not. So the next time you find yourself at the Smithsonian, standing in front of that famous glass case, take a moment to really look at the Hope Diamond, stare into its depths, let its strange glow settle in your mind, and ask yourself one simple question: are you willing to take the risk? Thank you for watching this story. If you felt chills at any point, or if you're fascinated by cursed objects and dark history like this, make sure to give this video a like right now. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next terrifying story we'll share. And please, leave a comment below telling me what you think about the Hope Diamond.